Hello, this is Jim Marlette with another update on the San Juan Southern HON 3 narrow gauge railroad. Last time I showed you how I laid ties out on a template, and today I'm going to show you how I lay the ties out on the actual railroad. I use another template for that, and I think that in one of my earlier videos you saw one of those. I download them from Fast Tracks and simply lay them out where I think they need to be and then draw an outline so that I know where things go. And one of the most important things is to draw where the head block ties go. And when I've got that drawn out and everything is to my satisfaction, I cut the space between those ties out with an X-Acto blade, make an outline. I make sure they're straight by aligning a square against the straight portion of the switch. And then after I've got the outline drawn, I use a chisel blade, which in this case I've narrowed to fit, and just flip out the homosote that's in between there. If you use cork, well, you would have to do something else. Then I make sure I know where the center line is. In this case, it's right here. And drill a hole through the homosote and plywood and everything, all the way through. And when I've done that, I put a larger drill in the chuck and drill from the bottom up on the underside of the layout, but not to the top. I drill it until I strike homosote. And when the fuzzy stuff starts coming out of the drill, I stop. Then this may be the crudest sounding thing you ever heard of, but I use a saber saw to enlarge the hole and make it longer. It's very roomy for the business at hand. Perhaps I can zoom in on that and show you. But it's an oblong hole, and then I color it black, and I use the latest thing I've been using. I've used black shoe polish, I've used black paint, I've used all sorts of things, but I've been using India ink in my latest attempts. I bought a whole jug of that stuff, and it turns out it's not soluble in alcohol, and so shame on me. So that people can't tell that there's a big hole there and there may be no ballast under the throw rod and so on. It just makes it easier to camouflage. But it also gives me something to align the turnout on. And I take my taped up ties, like so, and align them primarily on the straight edge of the turnout and center those head block ties on the grooves that I just cut out. And this, of course, after I've applied glue to the outline. And I'll also make a mark as far as the ties are going to go, so that I don't glue a whole bunch more than I need to glue. Well, when the glue sets up, I do another one. I can also put a straight edge on the ties and just pull the tape off without disturbing them too much, And if I have to go back and fix one or two, well, that's no big deal. But anyway, I'm not going to fix one down in place because the camera's in my way, and I'll practically guarantee messing something up. So that's all there is to it. And you notice the spaces I've left for the PC board ties that go in these switches. Well, enough of that. Thank you for watching, and I'll do another update whenever something else happens. Thanks for watching.